Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube page, where I'm previewing every game here, Week 16 in the NFL. So be sure to subscribe to my page to get all of my daily sports talk videos delivered directly to your inbox. And also check out my other videos that I've already posted for Week 16. The San Diego Chargers will travel to MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Obviously, both of these teams had I wouldn't say high expectations, but they had some expectations coming into this season, and both have definitely fallen short of those and are now eliminated from playoff contention and playing out the string here. The Chargers sit with a record of 5-9. Sort of a microcosm of their season has been the last 2 weeks. In week 14, they go on the road and really trounce the Steelers in Pittsburgh, a game that surprised many. Last week, they go home to play Carolina and get trounced by Carolina, a result I don't think anyone saw coming either. So, in typical Chargers fashion, as they have been for the past 2 or 3 years, they're just very unpredictable week to week. You never know what you're going to get in terms of effort, in terms of execution, and in terms of, to go along with that execution, in terms of turnovers, whether it's from special teams, offense, just overall a very unpredictable team. I personally think that all starts with their coach, Norv Turner, and I'm not just jumping on this Norv Turner fire him bandwagon now. I've been on it for several years now. He's a great offensive mind. I think he's a good offensive I say offensive mind. He's a good offensive coordinator, but just as a head coach, his teams don't come out there with, one, the effort every week that you need in the NFL, and secondly, the fundamental awareness just doesn't seem to be there on a year in and year out basis for the Chargers. I think what you've seen is Philip Rivers take a step back, okay? I think first and foremost for this organization, for them to have any success long term or even in the short term, they need Philip Rivers to get right and get back on track. And I think we've seen enough of the Norv Turner-Philip Rivers duo to know that Norv is probably not that coach to get the most out of Philip Rivers. I think when this job comes up in the offseason, I think it'll be an attractive one because it's in San Diego. Rivers will be probably the best quarterback for any head coach looking to, go with a team. And also, the roster in general has some talent on it. So I look for this to be a hot job once the year is over. They have to play out the string. The question is, do they get rid of A.J. Smith along with Norv Turner? You would think they're a package deal, but we'll see. As far as the Chargers in this game, if I told you I knew what to expect from the Chargers, I'd be lying. I do know that they have a lot of trouble running the ball, right? And that's the one weakness the Jets have on defense is stopping the run. They let up over 130 yards a game in their rush defense. The Jets are pretty good against the pass, and it looks like the Chargers will come in and try to air it out. So I like the Jets in that respect. I like Cromartie against his old team. Playing his butt off, and look for him to lock down Denario Alexander, who's been one of the bright spots for the Chargers certainly this season. You mentioned Cromartie, that Jet passing defense. The Jets are coming off of a very disappointing loss against the Titans, but let's not forget, the Jets defense has played really well. I wouldn't say really, they played really well this second half of the year, and they've played well all year. It's obviously very tough when you're on the field as much as they are, when you have quick turnarounds, you go off the field, there's a turnover, you have to come back on. I think those things have affected the Jets in spurts in some of their bad games defensively. I think that their linebackers are slow, but I don't see any way the Chargers can really exploit that. So I don't see that being a problem this week. If you haven't seen Muhammad Wilkerson play yet this year, make sure you do. He's definitely a fringe Pro Bowler this year for the Jets, and a guy they picked last year in the first round, late in the first round, with the 30th pick, that I think you're going to see really pan out here and really be a difference maker for the Jets going forward. So definitely Muhammad Wilkerson is definitely something to monitor if you're watching this game and looking to watch individual players. I look for the Jets to come out with Greg McElroy as the starting quarterback now, highly publicized move. I look for them to come out with a little bit more of an edge. I look for the crowd to be into it a little bit more than they normally would be to support a 6-8 team. I don't know how much crowd will be there, and I think that'll be another interesting subplot to this game. But I think the fans that will be there will be energized, okay, and will get behind this young quarterback. and we'll see how McElroy plays. This is another variable this game I have no idea about. We've never seen McElroy play more than, I think he played 2 drives his first game he played, when he came in relief of Mark Sanchez against the Cardinals. So I don't know what to expect from McElroy. I don't know what to expect from the Chargers as a whole, effort-wise, traveling across the country off a terrible loss. The one constant, I think, in this game is the Jet defense. I think they'll show up as they have all year, especially in the pass defense. So I'll take the Jets -1 at home against the Chargers. I know it sounds crazy to pick the Jets, but I don't like the Chargers in this spot. So I'll take the Jets -1 at home against the Chargers. Be sure to check my other videos on here, guys, and subscribe to my page, and catch me on Twitter @SNewsAnalysis. Thanks, guys.